Wait, okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, welcome and thank you for participating in today's interview. So the purpose of today's interview is to explore people's perspective of Royal Warren and its impact on the perceived brand authenticity. So we will start with some basic questions about your age, your nationality, etc. And before we start, I want you to know all data collected today will only be used for this research. And it is okay if you want to stay anonymous. So do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Right, so let's start. Can you please tell me your name, your age, your nationality? I think it's perfect. Yeah.
My name. Ooh, okay. My name is Velicia, age 22, and I am Indonesian.
Yeah. Can you tell me how long have you been in the UK?
Almost a year.
Yeah. And can you tell me what is your current occupation?
Student.
Do you have any work experience before?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
It's officially a year and a half, but I would say in accumulation almost 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
I work as a strategic planner in an agency before called Mullen Low in Indonesia, as well as I did some social media marketing and a few other internships around business development and sales.
That's good. Thank you. So that's all I need to know for the background.
Cool.
So let's move to the first part, which is concerned with the brand, with the brand Nestle. So can you tell me what you know about the brand? Any experiences, any knowledge, or what do you think of this brand?
I for sure know the brand, and I'm very familiar with the logo as well, the birds, and it's the very light blue color. When you, I think the biggest association is the logo itself and the association of health, because I know it's a brand. There's a few things under there. I think there's milk, if I remember correctly. I think it's Cocoa Crunch as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else, but I do know they're very healthy. They do believe in I think, there's Nestle water as well. I remember that. And then what I understand from Nestle is that it's similar to Unilever, P&G, and all these big FMCG brands, but Nestle are usually healthier. They have an association that they're healthier. I have a lot of experience with the brand. I use a lot of their brand. I think Nesquik is also Nestle, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Yeah. So I tried Nesquik. Didn't really like it, but it's all right. And then is Milo Nestle?
Nestle.
It is Nestle. I love Milo. I drink Milo a lot. Of course I do Cocoa Crunch. I do their milk. I sometimes drink their water, even though it's more expensive than normal water.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of experience with the brand and mostly the FMCG ones, and I think at this point I'm very satisfied. It seems like a high quality brand in my mind.
Yeah.
Not like highest quality, like expensive quality, but it's like the average product that I think that have a certified quality.
Terrific. So in your point of view, what do you think is the most important value or the important values of this brand?
It is healthy, for sure. What I said just now, it's healthy. It has high quality.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a value specifically, but it does, in a way, it seems like it's warmer to me. It's warmer. It's like a warmer brand. It's like a brand that cares. At least that's the build in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure exactly where it comes from, but I think it's also because of the accumulation of products, accumulation of advertising. It seems like it's a brand for if you give to children, it's a safe and secure and healthy brand, even though sometimes it's not really healthy because I know Milo, a lot of sugar and everything, but it's healthier than the alternative unknown brands in a way, something like that.
So when you say it's warmer, do you feel like you have emotional attachment with this brand?
If I see it in a supermarket and I see it across other brands that I'm not sure of, I will 100% pick Nestle. There are options of Nestle products and other products that the brand that I don't know, I would probably pick Nestle. But I would probably still need to consider and have more comparison if it's with other brands like Unilever, which is also a famous one, P&G, Danone, and all those. That might need comparison because they're at the same level. Although, as I said, Nestle does seem like a bit more healthier.
Okay, terrific. So to you, at this point, do you think Nestle is an authentic brand to you?
I'm not sure that I wouldn't. If you ask me on top of my mind, is it authentic? It wouldn't necessarily come to my mind that it's an authentic brand.
Yeah.
But when you ask me if it's authentic, I would say it's quite original. It's quite original, but it's also there's not much innovation that I see. So I do relate authenticity to having new innovations and being unique and different. I think it's a high quality brand, but I wouldn't say it's truly authentic because there are similar brands that is doing the same thing with Nestle.
Right. When you say you relate authenticity with new products or innovation, and can you repeat it?
I relate authenticity with like them creating new innovations and like being unique in its sense.
Unique,
Yeah.
right.
So and usually being unique comes from like them innovating, especially in FMCG category, them innovating something that's like changing the market or like
Yes.
driving the market. And of course, it's not just that. I mean, there are levels of authenticity and sides of authenticity. Of course, like I said, new innovation, successful new innovation, not just like innovate, but like successful new innovation, unique, having their own like quality. And then they're also, like I said, original. And by I said original, I mean it's not being fake. Like it's, it's not. It's credible and it's not very it's not fake and it's not copying other people.
Okay, not copying other people. So do you think it's an honest brand?
Sorry?
Do you think it's an honest brand?
Honest brand, yes, I think so.
Yes. Do you think it can accomplish its value promises?
I'm not really sure what value promises is, but
Like if you say, like for example, you think one of the most important values is its quality and it's healthier. Do you think it always, like stay with its standard?
yes, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think this is a brand that can survive time?
Yes, I think it has survived time. At least in my mind, it has been since I was a kid, and I think my mom even in my mom's time, it's already there. So I think
So do you think it can survive trends?
Yes, because I would say Nestle is not. They have had popular times. Like Cocoa Crunch was like the most popular cereal by that time, and Milo was also quite famous. But there are other brands of Nestle that's not that famous. But I don't see them getting away from the shelf, even though there are other things that becomes more famous. And at one point, they're still like steady growth, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you think it's a timeless brand?
I'm not sure it's timeless, but I'm pretty sure it has taken a long time.
Yeah.
But I also am, because I've worked in advertising agencies before, I know that when you say timeless, it doesn't mean it's exactly the same.
Yes.
It means that it's evolving in some ways.
Yeah.
And I think if the beauty of Nestle, Unilever, and P&G of this category and Danone is that they are evolving slowly. They do not evolve like they don't change rapidly. They slowly change with. They're not the same pace with other people, with like the community. Like an example, we change. They will follow a year after a little bit. And then so we don't realize that they will keep being relevant with us, even though we will say like, oh, they're just not that relevant, they're chill. But it wouldn't go away, it wouldn't be that far because they keep evolving.
Right.
So if you mean that as timeless, then yes. But if you mean that it will forever be relevant to the future, I don't think so.
Okay, terrific. So in terms of its integrity, do you think this is a brand that gives back to its customers?
Thank you.
I didn't know if you were sharing, so what that's a nice info.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. It's okay, go ahead. Do you want to eat first? I think.
No, chill. Chill. This is go on. You were saying?
I was saying like, as you have been a customer of Nestle, right? So do you think this is brand that gives back to these customers, like consumers?
To consumers, I'm not sure, but to people in need, I think they are.
What do you mean by people in
Charities, green initiatives,
right.
yeah.
Also, do you think they have moral values?
Yeah, I think so.
Because,
Well,
because they give back to the charities and to the people in need?
Okay, you can use this off record or on record. I personally think they're not fully like that, but they are associated with a brand that is doing healthy and doing for kids and doing good. It might be a marketing scheme, but for me, I don't care if it's a marketing scheme as long as they are actually doing it.
Yeah.
And I know that they are doing it for marketing to serve with people. So I'm not really sure about moral values, but I know that they are associated with being moral.
associated with being Warren. That's good. Of course, I will record this. Everything's true, 100% from.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm feeling like I'm dissing Unilever, so.
No, it's okay. It's funny. So, do you think? Do you think it care about its consumers? Like consumers, not those people you need, but who actually purchase from it. Can you feel a little bit of care when you purchase it?
No, okay. I do know that the brands looks caring.
Yeah.
But if you ask me if they care about us, I honestly think they're a brand, and a brand will always say they care about us. But their main thing is always making money.
So you don't really think there's a brand that actually care about the customers? Like
No.
doing on their not doing on for any purpose, but
No.
deeply they will. Oh, okay.
No, I don't think there's a brand that fully cares about the customer. I would say there are brands that use the strategy of being caring to customer to make money.
Terrific.
But there is no pure brand that just care about customer for the sake of it.
Okay.
Except for very, very, very small companies. But yeah,
Terrific.
very, very rare.
So as a consumer of the Nestle, do you think this brand adds meaning to your life?
No, it's useful, but it's not really adding meaning to my life.
Meaning is too much. Okay. So do you think it kind of reflects some important value that you care about?
Yeah, health,
Health?
caring about poverty, children poverty. Because in Indonesia specifically, Nestle really plays around like health of children,
Yeah.
and they usually go for like the kids in need and stuff like that. So I do care about that, and I like how they're portraying it, even though it's just marketing.
Yeah. Can you give me an example of?
I think Nestle, there's a lot of like, because it's healthy brand and stuff like that, and like its main care is to make sure that children eat healthily, and it's like it's affordable health. So a lot of like, I think there's campaigns where they highlight children, especially like I think there's like two birds in Nestle's logo.
Yeah.
It's like a mom and a smaller bird.
Yeah.
So they go for charities, and their advertisement highlights like helping with teaching kids how to wash their hands better, how to drink better milk and stuff like that. So
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one more thing. Do
Sure.
you think it connects you with your real self? Like, do you can feel your inner self when you purchase like a certain brand of Nestle?
no,
Not a bit.
no. Honestly, Nestle is a FMCG brand.
Yeah.
FMCG brand is like a pass and go thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's always there in your life, but you don't really realize it.
Yeah.
That's why big brands like Unilever, Nestle, Danone, and P&G, they're so impressive because they made you aware of it, even though sometimes you don't even know what the
Yes.
brand is.
Yes.
But it doesn't like show me like, oh, because I buy Unilever, I'm showing I care about things, because it doesn't really. Although the marketing of I know Nestle tried to highlight the mission, when I buy it, I don't think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrific. So based on your current information about this brand and your knowledge of what you think about this brand, do you think you have intention or willingness to purchase items from this brand?
Yes.
Yes? Do you think you can pay a higher price compared with the other competitors in the market?
Yes, a little bit, not as much, because they have this mindset of being affordable. So, but affordable is a spectrum.
Yes.
So as long like let's say an example, Cocoa Crunch is a pound more expensive than what is it? Frosty brand. You know, the Tiger Frost thingy. I'll be fine with it because I know they're credited. I know Cocoa Crunch is healthier, at least how they market it, and I know it's delicious, so I'm okay with that. But just a pound.
Okay. Right. So. Right, so you are paying. You said you are like to pay a higher price for this because the product itself, not because of the Nestle, the brand.
As I keep saying, also if it's Nestle versus unknown brand,
You will still.
I'll go for Nestle. But if it's Nestle versus Unilever versus P&G, I will still look into the product.
Terrific. So that's good. That's good for this first part. Do you want to rest? No?
No, I'm good to go on.
Okay, so let's move on to the second part, which is more related with the royal warrant. So the first question is, do you know the royal warrant?
Sorry, say it again.
Do you know the royal warrant?
Your royal warrant.
Do you know the royal warrant? Warrant.
Say it again.
Do you know the royal warrant?
Warrant. Not before you told me.
Okay. So, since now you know, what does this royal warrant means to you?
It's like a seal, right? It's like a seal of approval that the product is used and like it's good enough to be used by royalty, something like that, right?
Yeah. Can you
Okay.
explain a little bit of? Yeah, I know, but like what it means to you. You just explain it.
Well, of course, it means like because I don't really know the brands before, and I'm not really British. Although I wish I could be,
Yeah.
but no, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go on.
in it, I really think that it shows it's gotta be high quality, obviously,
Yeah.
because it's used by royal family. It shows. It also kind of indicates it's like either very British, either in the culture, or maybe it's made in Britain. It is. I'm not necessarily sure if it's always big brands. It might be small brands, but it might be like very luxurious, expensive brands, or like very high quality brands. That's with limited products and stuff like that. So that's the impression that I get.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah.
Terrific. So, if there's a brand is granted with a royal warrant, it doesn't matter which industry this brand is in. What value do you think this brand has?
Quality, obviously.
Yeah.
Quality. Like I said, Britishness. Maybe there's a British culture, British values, or made by British companies.
Yeah.
It also premiumness, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not exactly. I don't know if it's going to be as expensive, honestly, but I know that it will be more premium than the other products.
Ah,
Yeah.
so, now, do you know the Nestle is granted with the royal warrant?
No,
No. Are you surprised?
not really, because I do know they're high quality, so
Yeah.
it does reflect to the brand.
Okay.
I'm more surprised that the royal family would actually use. Do they eat Cocoa Crunch? That's my first thing.
I'm surprised actually. Right. So, since you know now, do you feel like it kind of affects your perceptions of authenticity towards this brand? What is so good?
So not authenticity. I would say it only like assures me that my perception of its high quality, its health, its credibility is really true.
It's very true. Terrific. So, can I say it's more like an improve of integrity in general?
What? You were saying?
Right. So I'm saying that. Do you see? Can I say that it just affects your not a specific dimension of authenticity, but like the improve of the brand image, like in general, and
more
specific
like-
towards quality.
It's more like it reaffirms the values that I've already had for Nestle.
Okay. So you won't think it like
More
it is-
authentic? No.
Okay, terrific. So, does that, as you have mentioned, you are willing to purchase from this brand? Does that increase your willingness to purchase from this brand?
I've been always willing to purchase, so I don't think it affects anything.
Right. So, are you willing to pay a higher price because now you know it's granted with the royal warrant?
If they have a royalty specific product, like it's a Nestle Gold, that's like it is for sure royalty
Okay.
used. Like I'm pretty sure Prince George eats Cocoa Crunch Gold. I will probably,
Okay.
yeah.
Terrific. So, as you mentioned, some royal members from royal family. Do you have an emotional attachment with the royal family?
I do actually. Yeah, I watched The Crown in Netflix.
Yeah.
It's about Queen Elizabeth II. I love it,
Yeah.
and I'm so impressed by her character, quality, and everything. And I've always had this attachment with kingdom. And Great Britain is like obviously one of the last kingdom that is still glorious and stuff like that. And even before I went to Britain, it is impressive to me that they have a royal family. It always is a question to me, like why are they still there?
Yeah.
Because they're not really governing.
Yeah.
But it is like a symbolism in a way. And because I'm a very curious person, I've researched their
Okay.
I've researched their lineage. I have, and also when you watch like drama and like TV series and stuff, and like there's like Queen Victoria, and it's like who is she? And like I research and everything, and because it's also very apparent in Hollywood movies that I watch and stuff, I've always been like fascinated, and I really like going to Buckingham Palace.
Do you really?
I went once, and I swear I saw the Queen. I saw a limo going in from the side car, and then it stopped, and then a figure goes out. I didn't really see it, but like I see like an old white lady with white hair with like the skirt the Queen always wear, and she slowly walks in, and we're like, me and my friends like, it's the Queen.
Right.
Yeah.
So, since you have a kind of like the royal family,
Yeah.
do you know what is royal endorsement?
No.
So basically, the royal endorsement is, I want to say it's similar, but it's like a brand or individuals, their products is used by the royal family.
Okay.
For example, like Princess Kate is wearing a dress from a brand, I don't know, like COS. So it does not have to be
Royal
the brand
Warrant.
has royal warrant, because probably the brand does not apply for that, or it didn't get it or whatever, but it is used by the royal family, and somehow it shows in the public. And there are so many newspapers and magazines capture this kind of things, right? And so and also the royal family, the royal warrant can only be granted with by the Queen herself, the Duke of Edinburgh, and the Prince Charles, while the royal endorsement can be adopted by anyone in the royal family. So what do you think of the royal endorsement then?
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I think it should be good, of course, but in a way, it's kind of like you said, because it's not granted by the Queen, the Prince, or the Duke of Edinburgh, and it can be used by Kate and everything. And the younger royals are very much trendsetters.
Yeah.
So it have this quality of, in a way, being expensive or relevant at the time, like it's a trendy thing, rather than quality. I would expect a good quality, but I wouldn't be shocked if it's not that great. Because I wouldn't be shocked as well, like Kate Middleton trying to be relevant with the public, so she used COS, when it's like it's not the best quality.
Yeah.
But if it's like royal warrant by the Queen, by the Duke of Edinburgh, by the Prince Charles, and then I know like it must be quality.
Terrific. So which one do you think weighs more? Like it's in your opinion of which stands better for like a value?
In terms of quality, royal warrant.
Yeah.
In terms of what I will use, endorsement.
Okay. So do you think they have similar effects though?
Yeah, because it makes me feel. It increases the brand image.
Yeah.
It associates with the royal family. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah.
That's good. So right. So that's good enough for the second part.
Cool.
The third part is
Yeah.
concerned with another brand, which is Cadbury. So do you know this brand?
Yes, Cadbury.
Yeah. Can you tell me what you know about it?
Cadbury is a chocolate factory. I think there's one in Birmingham.
Yeah.
I know about this brand, Flake. Really like it. I only knew it like a few years back
Yeah.
when I went to America, because it wasn't there in Indonesia back then.
Oh, okay.
It is now.
Okay.
I recently learned, when I went here, I recently learned that the UK is very, very proud of Cadbury. They have this, the 2.5 milk thing. I didn't realize,
Yes.
I've always known Cadbury. I've always eaten their chocolate. I've always bought the chocolate. I've always known Milka,
Yeah.
the purple. So I always associate Cadbury with like purple milk chocolate.
Yes.
I know they have some other things. I think Smarties is Cadbury, or maybe not.
Smart is I don't know.
Is it not?
Sorry.
Just chocolate things mostly are Cadbury's, I would say. But only when I came to the UK that the British people really is so proud of Cadbury. They told me about how back then no chocolate had more than 1 glass of milk. Cadbury gives much more, and it's a 2.5.
Yeah.
So proud. It's in the logo. I never realized that the logo is a 2.5 milk until they told me about it. It's a good chocolate. I honestly don't really like chocolate.
Yeah.
But I do know they're good and high quality chocolate, and it's very milky as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So so based on your current knowledge of this brand, what do you think is the important value contains within the brand?
Fun.
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks like fun. Like this flake is swirly, you see like the twirl and everything.
Yeah.
It has in a way, I don't know why, but it has the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I associate it very much with Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Mm-hmm. And then there's I'm not sure with quality. I know it's a good quality brand in contrast of other things. Like I know Snickers, I think of it more of like yummy and like unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
But Cadbury, I just know it's a simpleton. By what I mean simpleton is that it is a good chocolate even without caramel and everything. It's just like the milk chocolate itself is already good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's also not an exclusive chocolate because chocolates have so many layers.
Yeah.
It's the problem with chocolate is that it's always a gift. So there's always Lindt, which is like always seen as like the more premium chocolate. There's the what is it called? The Chocolate Factory.
Hotel de chocolate. Hotel de chocolat.
Yeah, I think so. That one, the one near in Houston.
Yeah,
Then you get that and you give it to
chocolate.
people for like like expensive gifts, and it creates this thing. And Cadbury is not that. Cadbury is like a daily chocolate thing, like you snack on it, and you. But as I said, in a category of chocolates with a lot of nuts and caramels and stuff, I always think that Cadbury is like the original is good, like the good original ones.
Sure.
Yep.
So it's not about testing your knowledge about this brand or whatever. It's just like what do you think of this brand from once you see the brand image or once you see the brand. So do you think this brand is some history?
Now that I know about 2.5 thing, yes, I think so.
Okay. Do you think this brand is timeless?
I'm not sure. I've only known this brand, especially since I'm an Indonesian, that the brand only comes to Indonesia recently. Not recently, but like within my lifetime.
Okay.
And it's all right. It's seen as more premium in Indonesia, of course, because it's seen as not like premium, but Toblerone premium.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's timeless for the UK people. I'm not sure. In my mind, it is.
Okay. Do you think it can survive time?
In the future,
Yeah.
if it keeps
has
evolving.
to survive time.
Yeah.
But do you think it can survive time? It has the enough value to take it with to survive all the trend and all the time. What is chips and so good?
If it keeps evolving, and in a way, make chocolate keeps being relevant. Because right now it's still great because everybody still loves chocolate. But chocolate bars specifically. But it really depends on whether or not they can keep chocolate relevant.
Terrific. So, do you think as you said you have been purchasing the chocolate, right?
Sorry?
You are a consumer of this brand.
Yeah, I've tried it before. Yeah.
You tried it before. So, do you think it's an honest brand to you?
No.
Does it look honest to you?
No.
No. Can you tell me?
Give me a sec. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Yeah.
I just don't associate honesty with them.
Yeah.
Especially with things like the downside of being fun and funny and cartoony and like poppy.
Yeah.
Is that it's not really honest. It's like an over exaggeration of fun.
Oh wait.
So it's not really honest.
Exaggeration of fun. That's interesting. So do you think this brand will not betray you?
Sorry?
Will not betray you? Like, if it comes up some, scandals or something immoral or something you don't like it, do you think Do you think that will happen, or do you kind of?
It might happen. I wouldn't. I
If it
wouldn't.
happen, will you be like super surprised?
I would be because of the size, not because of the brand association.
Because it's a big brand.
It's a big brand. There's always gonna be problem, but not because like I think it's dishonest. So I'm not because of that, but because it's a big brand.
Terrific.
I would say this though: if there's problem with them, I wouldn't be surprised, but I would also not put it against them.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be like, unbelievable, this brand, I will never use it again, they're not ethical. I'm like, it's a chocolate brand. It might screw up. It might use unethical cows,
Yeah.
but it's a big brand.
Okay.
And they might still try to keep fixing it because it has been credible for years. So I wouldn't put it against them. Yeah.
Good. So, as a consumer of this brand, I see. Do you think this brand gives back to its customer?
Sorry?
Do you think this brand gives back to the customer, like to you? as a
Not
customer?
that I know of.
Okay. Do you think it was moral value?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Do you think it cares about its customers? Cares about you when you purchase it?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Is it because it is in the FCMG category, or do you?
I don't buy chocolate as much.
Okay.
I don't particularly like chocolate, so I don't care about whether or not they make me feel good or care about me and stuff. But for like,
Terrific.
in comparison with Nestle, I use it very much every day,
Okay.
and I can feel if they do care about me. Yeah.
Terrific. So, do you think this category, this brand, connects you with like some important value you care about?
Yeah, in a way, I do care about being fun,
Yeah.
and it does connect me to that side in a way, like all being fun and like funny and like cheerful.
Yeah.
But until that extent only, and it's not a very deep extent. It's just like exterior.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So, do you think it's add meaning to your life?
No.
No. Because it's
Meaning is too much for like an FMCG brand, honestly.
okay. Terrific. So, yeah. So, are you willing to purchase from this brand?
Sorry?
Are you willing to purchase from this brand?
Yeah.
Do you have intentions?
Yes, of course, when I really want something sweet, but I rarely do.
Okay. So, are you willing to pay a higher price because this brand, compared with other competitors or alternatives?
In the category of affordable chocolates, so like Snickers and what else do they have? Like not Toblerone. Toblerone's quite expensive, isn't it?
Chocolate rolls, chocolate flakes.
Yeah, those type of things. I'd be okay with it because I do know they're quite. They are in general more expensive because of the milk.
Yeah.
Because of the. I hear quality is quite nice as well, but I wouldn't buy it as a premium product. But if it's just a little bit higher, I'll be fine with it.
Terrific. So, now if I tell you this is also a brand with the wear warrant. Yeah? Mm-hmm. You are not surprised.
Not surprised because it's the theme of the interview, but I would be. Not really, because I know Cadbury is a very British thing.
Yeah.
So I think it comes from that. But I would be quite surprised if the Queen is eating flake.
Yeah.
She might be eating like the original Cadbury, like the dark chocolate or the milk chocolate, but not flake.
Okay.
But yeah.
Terrific. So, after you know that it's granted with the royal warrant,
Yeah.
do you think it changed your perspective of its authenticity?
Funnily about Cadbury, I think, in my mind, it's different. It's segregated, so it's separated. Like the normal one, Milka, the original one. Because like I said, I cannot picture the Queen or Charles or eating flake.
Yeah.
I can imagine them eating the chocolate bars, like the normal chocolate bars. And for that part, it does make me think it's very authentic. It's more high quality, as I said. But for flake, it doesn't associate it with that.
So it does not change. It changes like not with the brand, but with what the product is also.
Not to flake, but to Cadbury, yes.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah. So, do you think it kind of like influenced your willingness to purchase from this brand?
Not really.
Not really, because you're already willing to.
Not really. Okay. I don't like chocolate. So because I don't prefer the product, even though it's a royal warrant thing, which is more preferable than others,
Yeah.
I'm still not gonna increase the willingness.
Okay. Increase the willingness. Will you willing to pay a higher price
If I'm buying it, yeah, I'll be
if you're
fine.
buying it with the because of the royal warrant?
Because of the quality impression.
So it's not related with the royal warrant, but with the because of quality you're willing to.
Royal warrant give an impression of higher quality, so it's an assurance that it is high quality. So it does have an impact, but not because I see it's because it's royalty, because the royal people use it. No, but because it's higher quality.
Okay, right. If you purchase any brands or anything, not only the chocolate bars of Lay's, I think, if you purchase a brand with the royal warrant, do you feel like, what do you feel about yourself? If you purchase something with the royal warrant,
I would have a very high purchase dissonance in a way that I'm really, really expecting this is gonna be good quality.
okay,
If it's bad quality in any way, I wouldn't blame the royal warrant. I will blame the brand to say like, oh, they must give all the high quality to the royalty, but they don't give anything to the consumers.
right. So do you think the royal warrant is kind of like linked with higher expectations and logos in your opinion?
Yes.
In terms of its quality and in terms of
Quality,
quality?
British originality,
Yeah.
history. Honestly,
History.
yeah.
Do you expect a longer history of the brand?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but it needs to be compensated with quality. Like,
Okay.
if it's not, I will still accept it, and I will be even more impressed if they got royal warrant, but they're new brand. That means I know they're very, very good quality.
Yes.
And so the queen would say yes. Yeah.
Terrific. So that's good. So last question of
Sure.
everything. Do you think the royal warrant
Uh-huh.
will influence your emotional attachment with a brand?
No,
No.
it will only make me notice the brand more.
Make it more noticeable. So you won't like a brand a little bit more.
No, it will only, like, an example. I don't know a certain brand. I don't know Scottish garment brand, but there's a certain Scottish garment brand that have royal warrant. Out of all Scottish garment brand, I would notice that more than other Scottish garment brands. And then Nestle, I will remember now that it's a royal warrant, and I would be like, if I'm looking around, I'd be like, oh, Nestle. Yeah, I remember it's a royal warrant, so it's high quality, but it wouldn't like make me attached to the brand. It just makes me notice more in a crowded market.
Terrific.
Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Don't record that one.
Yeah, that's basically everything I need to ask.
Yeah.
So our interview is quite done. But if you have any questions for me, do you have any questions for me?
Not really.
Not really. Terrific. Can you cut the record? Thank you.